Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist 812 Forecast, and welcome back to another video, guys. Sorry for posting a bit later. I was at my friend's house for most of the day. I had to wake up like at 8 in the morning, guys. So I do apologize. But guys, this is going to be a tropical weather outlook now, a tropical weather update. Cosme has formed to a tropical storm now. It has formed earlier this morning, guys. If you guys want to know all the new updates for this potential tropical storm, if you guys want to know if it's going to turn to Category 1, if you guys want to know where the tracks are, if it can impact the United States, guys, that'll all come right up. Alright, guys, so as you can tell, we're going to be looking at the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook. So here are the remnants of Barbara. We're going to be looking at this first. So it is at 40 miles per hour winds now, so it has really gone down now. 1,000 millibars, really weakened, and now it's moving a bit faster, 17 miles per hour winds. Cosme, in the other hand, is a bit stronger. Now it's 50 miles per hour winds. Now it has, guys, if you guys are expecting it to have like all this rotation, now it literally just it just formed as a tropical storm earlier this morning. So it's still at 50 miles per hour wind. It's still moving quite slow. It's at 1,001 millibars, still not the strongest, and it is moving 14 miles per hour to the west northwest, so it could potentially turn into a hurricane, guys. But again, looking like it could maybe not, or so. We just need to focus on this right now, because it's not looking like it could be like Barbara turning to a Category 4 or anything. It's not looking like it's going to impact any land, just going to this area right here. It could potentially, maybe some little tracks will show it, of course, will show it potentially affecting the United States. And then we also have another disturbance here, 20% chance for the 48 hours, 0% chance, and for the 20% chance for the next 5 days. This will not be a big threat for now, guys. Again, we can talk about it later as soon as it gets to a big deal. So now we're going to be looking at Cosme now. As you can tell, it is not very organized, really. Earlier, this is when it was not really a tropical storm now. This was, oops, that was really bad. This was before it even began to a tropical storm. That color does not work. What colors work here? So, guys, again, here is the tropical storm, Cosme. As you can tell, we do have, let's try white, because honestly, I've not tried white. So, here is tropical storm Cosme. That does not work. Alright, here's tropical storm Cosme now. As you can tell, we do have the worst of it right here, of course, in that center area. And then we do not have the outer bands. We do not yet really have the rotation. It's actually a bit hard to see the rotation on this one. You're going to see a lot more rotation in the next satellite imagery. As you can tell, we do just have some, so we do have a bit more formation up here. If you look right here, we do have some better formation there. We're starting to have those stronger bands out there. We're trying to have some circulation. We're also trying to have some rotation. We're just trying to have this circulation, this rotation to come together. It should look like something like this. So we are expecting these outer bands here to start getting a bit bigger here. Again, it's not going to be organized for a long time. It's not going to be as fast growing as Barbara, because it is going to be moving a bit faster based on what we think. But again, we just do have the worst of it, of course, right here. No rotation, no eye wall, not a lot of vorticity on this. Now to be looking at the next satellite imagery, you guys will see the vorticity here. It's a lot easier to see the vorticity on this type of radar or satellite imagery. The only vorticity you do have right here is in these outer bands. We have no vorticity whatsoever. All we have is these clouds starting to move to the north, directly to the north. We only have rotation out here for these outer bands, really. You see these bands are starting to move around this. So that is an indication possibly that we do have the outer bands starting to form first. Because we do have some rotation. You do see, especially right here, we do have a bunch of rotation right here. It looks like we could have these outer bands start to get rotation before, very strangely, before the center of it. As you can tell, we just have a lot of clouds right here. No nothing really that you see as a tropical storm. This is very unorganized here, but yeah, it could potentially get a lot more organized by tomorrow afternoon. By 24 hours from now, it should be somewhat more organized here. I'm not gonna have that type of eye that we did. We're not gonna see that center eye there with all this vorticity coming around like this, because that was a Barbara when it was a Category 4. And guys, that's what you see with the Category 4, the major hurricane. But again, we do have some kind of vorticity in these small areas right here. We do have some vorticity out there, especially right here. This is where we really see a lot of rotation with these outer bands, and you can actually see they're just little lines straight lines of outer bands. That's what you kind of want to see for some kind of rotation there. But yeah, that's that. Now we'll be looking at the tracks and the timing like we've always seen. As you can tell, we will have a big blob. This is where it is right now, that big blob of tropical storm current wind. We do have at 8 a.m. today. It was right here, and right now it's going to be a tropical storm right here. Not looking like it's going to be it's not going to be super slow moving, but again, it's not going to be fast moving. For the next 3 days, it does look like it should travel faster than Alvin, though. We do expect it to be a tropical storm all the way to Monday, 5 a.m. Monday. So, again, it does have time to potentially get into warmer waters, but it's starting to move northwards as it's trying to grow, as we all know, going northwards closer into the California area. That's where we do have some cold waters out there. You really want to have it grow more to the southern central Pacific area there, near that near the Cancun area, but the opposite side there, maybe northern Colombia. That's where you want to really have those warm waters there. But it's not looking like it's really going to get a lot stronger. It could get a bit more organized again. Even with Barbara, Barbara did look like this at first, but as the more the models came, the more it did get stronger. All the models, again, guys, it just became a tropical storm today. We can't expect a lot of news right now. And then it does get to depression based on this by Tuesday. Again, this colorful cone, the gray cone, is 1 to 3 days, as you can tell right here. And then in this transparent color, it is 4 to 5 days on the track. And it does get a bit bigger because, again, it's really hard to track all the way out there. And then by 5 a.m. Wednesday, it should be a depression there. Still a depression. So right now, based on right now, we cannot say it's going to hit any inland areas, or we can't say it's going to be turned to category 1. But again, we are still going to be looking at. We do have a lot of the models showing it now. So we could draw a circle right here based on where we do think it is going to come. Yes, we do see it spilling out into the central Pacific possibly. And that's a possibility. Some also show maybe possibly going up the coast of California, not directly on the coast, but close to there. But again, just became a tropical storm. We can't really say where it's going to be going. But we do have most of the models showing going to the northwest, like the direction is right now. Most of these systems do go to the northwest. You don't really see it go directly up. That's why San Francisco doesn't really deal with a lot of hurricanes, really. But a majority do show it at some point moving to the northwest. And then some do by this point. Let's get to this is by the next 3 days right here. By the next 3 days, some do showing now going a bit more to the west instead of northwest now. So this had to wait up. But again, this is a general direction with all the models showing it just going out into the ocean. So it's not looking like it's going to hit any inland areas. Now we're just going to be looking at the intensity guide. We did see this similar thing with Barbara. But again, some models actually show it weakening very fast now, getting to the tropical storm very soon by the next possibly 3 days, showing it again weakening to that depression. But then some show it being a tropical storm for a bit longer. Again, the only one that's really showing it is getting really strong is a FI. That's showing it getting to 55 knots, trying to reach that category 1 status there. But honestly, guys, it's not looking like it's going to get a lot stronger there. Now we're just going to be looking at the winds like we've always been looking at. So here is the remnant of Barbara. Yes, quite big. It weakened a lot before Hawaii. And here's tropical storm Cosme. So the next 12 hours, it does get a lot stronger. It does get it to about 50 or 59 knots there. Trying to climb up a lot more, and then it does weakening. By the 18 hours, it does get to its strongest by 63 knots there. 64 hours, it goes straight to 46. It just really decreases, just not have a lot of energy. Gets to 49 knots, and then it really just disappears by this area, really just disappears. So guys, again, can't really say anything right now. It's not really looking really powerful, not a big deal right now. It really is not a big deal there. But we could really see something, guys. We could finally have our action in the Atlantic, though. We could have it impacting parts of the southeast there, probably potentially in my area. Can't say anything, though, because it's very far out, to the 14th of July. But look at that. We're going to get up to 87 knots of potentially affecting the Atlanta area, guys. Really excited about there. It looks like it's going to be going for the Panhandle area. It's gonna zoom right through the southeast, guys. But again, don't get excited for that yet. But I'm pretty excited because I really want to get hit by something. Now we're looking at vorticity. Vorticity is next. Right now we do have that remnant of Barbara, and then here is Cosme. Again, very unorganized based on what we really want to see for a hurricane. Next 18 hours still looks very unorganized, and then it just looks like this. Really, that's really what you're gonna see most of it. That's what we saw with Alvin. Alvin really didn't really get that big, really. And it's just not going to go that big, and then it's just going to disappear. And then we have that next system potentially hitting Georgia area, Alabama, and the Carolinas. So stay tuned for that. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. But if you guys give me a like, that means that you guys like these type of videos, and I'll try to have a lot more out when we have systems like these. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy your 4th of July weekend. In the following weeks. Just have a wonderful day, guys. And yeah, it's probably gonna be the only video here because we're gonna have some 4th of July celebration in my neighborhood. I know it's past 4th of July, that's what I said, but we're gonna have some celebration there. I'm gonna go with my friends and all that, so this will be the only video for today. Sorry if you guys expected something else, but I should have maybe a double upload out tomorrow. I really don't know my plans yet, but yeah, see you guys, and bye guys.